So, Sir Simplot, can you square this circle for me? I'm a happily married, red-pilled, Christian nationalist, MAGA voter.
So based.
So is my wife. So is my wife, by the way, on each of the preceding fronts. And yet, according to you, I'm a radicalized, miserable incel loner misogynist. Do you want to respond to that?
I would love to. The studies show that most people who consume red pill content are becoming isolated, angry, mad at women, and they're dating less. You are an exception.
Yeah.
Could you say the same about like feminism, though?
Which of the studies show that, by the way?
All the ones I gave you.
The case of misuse of evolutionary psychology in online manosphere communities.
Yep.
The case for female.
All of them. All three things I just cited, different studies.
Yeah. Can you tell me though? You didn't put in who the people were for the studies, because oftentimes
you can click. I'll send you the electronic file.
Well,
if you want.
Have you heard of what's called publishing bias?
Sure. Let's not trust stats.
No. It's not about that. Okay. Listen, hear me out here.
Okay.
There's something called the replication crisis. You ever heard of that? The replication crisis?
No.
When you go back to redo sociology studies, the vast majority of them can't be replicated.
Okay.
The vast majority, and that would be psychology and sociology. Okay. Would you say that these studies that you gave me are mostly sociological?
Yes.
Okay. And would therefore suffer from the replication crisis, and that would mean that there's a good possibility that up to 60% of what you just gave me here will never be replicated.
I think when you have so many studies saying similar things, I don't think that's an issue. I also think that you can grant that most of the red pill community are potential, like incels. There's a Venn diagram of people in the red pill community.
But that's where publishing bias comes in.
But hold on. Mm-hmm. In the red pill community, incels are a big part of the red pill community.
What is an incel?
Someone who's involuntarily celibate.
Meaning they can't have sex?
Even though they'd like to.
Okay, so they can't get a hooker?
I guess, but maybe they don't want to. Maybe they want a real
so then
relationship.
They're not involuntarily celibate?
Do you not believe in incels?
So they're not involuntarily
celibate? Do you not
celibate?
believe in incels?
I'm asking you a question. Why are you
asking me a stupid question?
No.
Do you not believe in incels?
Can an incel buy a hooker?
Sure.
Okay, and you say they don't want to.
Potentially.
So how are they involuntarily celibate?
You think they should buy a hooker?
No, I'm asking how they're involuntarily celibate.
Because they can't get someone to date them, Andrew.
But that wouldn't be, I'm sorry, what does celibacy mean?
This is the same bullshit you do.
What
are we talking
it's
about?
super important.
If you don't acknowledge that incels are real, just say that. But don't try to play this game. Don't play debate club with me. Don't play debate club with me.
Debate clubbing nothing. I'm making sure semantics are straight.
No, it's not. See, semantics are a big debate club thing.
Semantics are part of debate.
Do you believe that incels are real?
It's hard to say.
Oh yeah, of course.
Depends on what
you can't just say yes.
It depends on what
you can't just say yes because this is what you do.
I will say yes or no if you just clarify for me that an involuntary celibate is a person who just can never get sex no matter what.
That's typically the definition. Yes.
Okay. Can these people get prostitutes? Can they buy prostitutes?
Who knows?
You don't know if they can?
Maybe they don't have money. I have no idea.
Oh. Okay.
Do incels exist?
By that definition,
not my definition. Do incels exist?
Well, it depends.
Well,
depends.
Do incels exist?
From my definition,
this is some bullshit game you're playing, dude.
Or yours?
Anyone's definition.
Bro, I don't know why you don't understand what semantics are.
I don't understand why you can't answer the question. I don't need to be walked through it. I don't want to play your game, dude.
I'm not playing a game.
Yes, you are. Do incels exist? Oh, not by your definition. I have no idea if incels exist. How could I even admit to that?
Oh my God. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do leflipidoos exist?
Not that I know of.
Wait. What's a leflipidoo?
Who knows?
Then how the fuck do you know if they exist or not?
Have you read a study on inflipidoos?
Well, why would that matter?
Okay.
I did.
Do leflipidoos exist or not?
Okay, Andrew.
And what I mean by leflipidoo is, yes, if you have a proprietary definition,
okay.
You can't. So this is what's called equivocation. It's fallacious argumentation.
It's called debate club. That's what you're doing.
No, it's equivocation.
It's called debate club.
Are you in a debate?
I don't think so. I think we're having a discussion.
No, why?
Because we're having a discussion about red pill communities.
When you sat down before the show, didn't you say I'm an excellent debater?
We're having a discussion about red pill communities.
We're having a fucking debate.
But now you're saying that red pill communities don't have incels, which is complete bullshit.
Not what I said.
Well, they don't exist in your world.
Not what I said either.
You're trying to get some stupid definition that doesn't exist.
Listen, I'm trying to explain this to you.
No, you're not trying to do shit except avoid the question.
When you're done, I'll explain
You're not trying to. No, I don't need to be explained.
Well, I'm going to explain it anyway.
Well,
so just so that you understand, definitionally, things can be.
Here's Debate Club 101,
Yes.
everybody. If
Yeah,
you want to
and
be in the debate club,
listen, everybody, because this is super important.
it's
He's right.
super important.
He's
Incels
right.
don't exist.
We're in a debate.
Incels don't exist, by the way.
Well, we're in a debate.
All you incels out there,
This guy's
it's not
friggin'-
true. All you incels, I'm sorry, Andrew doesn't believe you exist. He doesn't think you exist.
Well, when you're done, I'll explain.
I'm done.
Okay.
But I'm not going to listen.
So I'll explain.
So if
Well,
you're an
hold on.
incel,
So he's not gonna let it- you're
if
not gonna
you're
let
an
me speak?
incel, no. If you're an
Okay.
incel, Andrew doesn't think you exist. He thinks you should just go buy a hooker. Just FYI.
Which
Okay,
would definitely,
go ahead.
which
Wait,
would,
Andrew, just go ahead.
which if you could buy a hooker, by his definition, would make you an incel. So how this works is, if somebody has a definition of something as proprietary, right? I don't know what he means by the thing he's asking. So I asked him, does that just mean you can't get sex under any circumstances? Yes. Okay, can they buy a hooker? Yes. Well, then they can get sex under some circumstances.
So incels don't exist.
Stop, bro. So by your logic, they wouldn't be incels. Now, if you have a different definition than that, and you want to give it to me, I'm willing to engage with it in good faith.
You're not arguing in good faith. This is complete and utter bad faith.
You're not making an argument at all.
I'm saying incels exist, and you're saying, well, what do you mean by incels?
Yes, it's important.
No, it's not important.
It's proprietary.
No, it's
Definition's
not.
proprietary.
No, it's not important. You're making it important. It's not.
Okay.
The fact that you deny that incels exist is so silly.
It's not what I did.
Hold on. Okay, so let me read.
Untold thousands of dollars. I won, but it almost killed me. I don't blame guys.
He sent one in earlier, right? Was this the same guy who included the case number? No, that was
can't remember
Stream
his name.
Rift. Well, it seems like there's some ghost. He had another poor experience. I assume this is related to divorce proceedings, child custody proceedings. Ghost, really sorry to hear that.
Goes. Same. And honestly, man, I appreciate that you fight for your children. That's all I'm asking for is that men who want to be with their children, they fight for it. I'm sorry it's so hard. That it shouldn't be that hard, but that's all I'm saying should happen should you have a child.
It shouldn't be so hard? It shouldn't be?
I don't think so.
Okay. You know what? Great. This is a great red pill talking point.
Wait, let me
They,
just.
oh, man.
Let me. Okay,
All right.
go ahead.
They also don't believe that it should be so hard, and so they're fighting tooth and nail, especially men's rights advocacy, MRAs, men's rights advocacy groups. So that's not so hard.
That's one subsect of the red pill community, but again, as we established, the red pill content creators that we're talking about promote
Well,
promiscuity.
you only mentioned two.
I mentioned three.
Who?
Andrew Tate,
Yeah.
Fresh and Fit,
Yeah.
this podcast.
This podcast does not promote
but I'm
promiscuity.
trying to avoid it because I like Brian.
No,
I'm
no,
just
no.
trying to
This
avoid
podcast does not promote promiscuity.
It. Okay.
I
It
would
doesn't-
like. I need
It
an
doesn't
example
promote
for that.
marriage.
Yes, it. Well, I
You
do.
do,
Yeah.
but I'm not
He
saying
promotes
you
marriage.
do.
Well, wait
I
a
know.
second. I'm sorry. I thought it was about dating. Your whole time wasn't enough about dating.
It doesn't
need
promote-
to promote marriage.
It doesn't promote marriage.
Does it need to? Should
you
it?
don't think people should get married?
Should
That's
it?
fine.
Should,
I think
should
so.
well? Should the
I think
dating
so.
podcast promote marriage?
I think so.
The dating podcast should promote marriage.
I think so. Yeah. I think that isn't that the point
But
of
you
dating?
can't ask
Isn't that the
questions.
point
But you
of dating?
can't ask questions about abortion.
Isn't that the point of dating?
But
Why do
can't-
you date
but
if you're not
can't-
going to try to get
but
married?
you can't ask.
Why do you date if you're not going to try to
Actually,
get married?
there's a lot of people who date without getting married. Yeah, tons.
Okay, but should you?
I don't think so.
Okay, well then shut up.
But don't you?
no, I think people should get married if they want to get married. That's what I think.
Yeah. So then they should be able to date without getting married.
Sure, if they like to.
So then what are you even bitching about?
I'm not bitching. I'm saying that
That's
this
fucking
podcast,
that's
Fresh and
like
Fit, and
circular
Andrew Tate,
retard shit.
Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit, and I'm sorry,
Here's our
Brian.
circular
Brian
retard
doesn't
shit.
believe in marriage, and these people, and you're promoting.
Neither
to
do
these
you.
people-
You don't believe it either.
Yeah, I don't. I
You
I
just
just
said
got
you
married.
literally
I
just
got
said
married.
I think people should get married if they want to.
Okay.
Oh, great. So is that a promotion of marriage? They should get married if they want to? Is that promoting marriage? Is
Sure.
it?
Sure, Andrew.
And answer my question.
I just
Are you
did,
promoting
sure.
marriage by saying, hey, everybody, you should get married if you want to?
It's not promoting marriage.
Well, I tell you what, it's a lot less than what I promote.
I'm not saying you.
Me, a staple of this show.
Here, we got a couple more chats.